So with that said, right now we're seeing a transition take place where it seems like we're moving from paper money to digital currency. How do you think that's going to affect us? Us referring to,
That's a great question.
yeah, us referring to ourselves as individuals and as a collective, as a black community.
We need to hurry up. Well, hurry up is not the way I say. We need to learn about digital currency. I'm really, in the last few years, I've really taken some time to learn about that. To answer your question, it's going to be highly impactful if we're not in the rooms where these things are talked about. We're going to be left behind because currency is definitely changing. Um, I think at some point we're going to have a huge, a very large black market, and a lot of these things that we find to be like necessary for our survival are going to be on the black market, and they're going to be bought and sold through those types of currencies. So we're going to have to figure something out, um, and learn about that. Like I said, the last couple of years, I've been really kind of trying to figure out how this works. And because at some point it's going to be there. I mean, just think about this. I was looking at this. We got a lot of dystopian and Armageddon type movies coming out, right? Somebody's thinking about this stuff, right? About currency. Like one of the most impactful movies that I saw was Book of Eli. Now that's different than digital currency, but the way they bartered was barbaric, if you will. But if you just think about like Armageddon type existences and dystopian existences, currency is going to change. Currency is definitely going to change. Who has the, as far as we know, there won't even be pockets in the future. Who has the, I mean, you going to carry, where you going to carry your currency at?
Right.
So it's going to be different, and we got to be ready for it. And I'm still, like I said, I'm starting to take a look at that. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. I got a colleague who's literally training me up on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been up and down. Right now it's up. It's way up now. So things are changing. Currencies are changing. The way people see money is changing. So we gotta be ready for that change, and we gotta train up for it. I don't know if that answers your question, but
Yeah.
I know for a fact that things are changing.
What would you say is a good way to get started in terms of studying cryptocurrency or moving in that direction?
Quite honestly, I'm gonna give a plug out to uh, a couple gentlemen. Good brother that I met. Mill's familiar with him. He's been one of the guys that's kind of training me up, if you will, on learning about a lot of these financial type issues. A good brother by the name of Kamari Ellis. He runs a couple Facebook groups, and he has a lot of individuals in there that are way smarter than me. And that's another thing. If you're the smartest one in your room, bro, you better get another room. Always surround yourself with people that's with you or above you.
Right.
You know, always look for a better room. So I try to stay in those types of rooms where where I feel like I better be on top of my game. And in addition to the people in the group, and they talk about a lot of things: digital currency, bonds, stocks, trading, cryptocurrency. So through that group and a little bit of research, my code has been pulled that way. And it's something I want to do for others amongst us as well. Mentoring is something that I'm passionate about. But you got to have people to mentor. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you got to find a way, and that's where I'm at right now. Is finding a way to reach some of the people, because I have something to offer. It's just a matter of getting out there and reaching out and making sure that people that look like me and come from the environments that I came from are getting fed what they need to get fed, so that they have a chance in this world. And that's important to me.
If somebody you know was sitting on $10,000 right now, what direction, if they came to you for advice, what direction would you send them in terms of properly investing their money and seeing a return?
Well, diversity is the first thing. I'm not all in one place. So 10K, you give me 10K to play with. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call Kamari. First thing I'm gonna do is develop a team. First of all, find out a financial advisor is what they say. Get you a financial advisor so you can get advised on exactly what the market looks like. So you got to study the market, find out which mutual funds, which are long-term in my estimation. So we want to think long-term first. Short-term are your stocks and tradables. So I would think long-term, I would kind of use in fifths. So if you gave me 10, I would take 2. I would break it down in fifths. I would spread that money out. First thing I would do would be in mutual funds. That's long-term, 401k, IRAs, so that you have some, or you can pass it down. So I would think long-term first. Then I would look at taking another part of that, another 2, and putting it in something that can earn interest and grow. Because that's what I've done. I've gotten a short term, a long term, and I'm using something that has higher interest values. So I want my money to grow. If you give me 10, when it's all said and done and I walk away from it, I want more than 10 back. So long-term, mutual funds, IRAs, 401ks. Short-term, I would get with my financial advisor who knows the market and figure out where I can trade at. And then the other third, I would look at some smaller term things. A CD. CDs are not really going to bring you a lot of value, but it's once you put it in a CD, you're really just putting it to the side. And then the other 4K, I would really take the advice of my financial advisor. But I'm starting to look at precious metals. I was hollering at Mill about this, which is insurance against inflation. So I would really divide all that up into fifths and have it go in separate ways. A short-term, long-term, CDs, which that's just, okay, that's going to grow over there. I would not put any of it in the bank, though. You don't get any return on your money in the bank, man. That's a repository. That's like a holding cell. So that would be my strategy, but I would definitely, I would get with my team. One person on that team would have to know the market. We got guys, believe it or not, man, we got guys in our community that do that. And we need people to know that. We got guys in our community that know that market, they play that market, and they want more of us, me, you, Mill, and the sister that's on as well, to get in with them. They're trying to build communities so that we all know how to play this game, because it's being played and we don't want to get left behind, because this is where it's going. So that's what I would do, bro.